Banxia, played by Zhao Liying, is only the start of change, and the CCTV show Jiao might be the apex. The television series The Breeze Blows Penelia is reaching a conclusion, and the inspiring and tragic completion is endearing. Banxia, played by Zhao Liying in the play, isn't just self-assured, solid in real life, yet in addition tender, noble and cherishing, and her acting abilities are turning out to be more experienced. The television series Wind-Blowing Penelia is one more television series with high standing since Zhao Liying's change from glad to huge number of families. The ongoing rating is essentially as high as 8.4 focuses, and numerous watchers have not observed enough. However, for Zhao Liying, Banxia is only the start, and the following year's CCTV show Jiao might be her apex. It is supposed on the web that Zhao Liying will be welcome to play the female lead in the CCTV show Jiao. This is another sensible show. For Zhao Liying in the change period, it ought to be an ideal downpour. Zhao Liying in the change period is the start. The television series Jiao was mutually sent off by CCTV in different stages. It fundamentally tells around quite a while back, a gathering of graduates from the secondary school partnered to Tsinghua College came to the provincial areas of northern Shuangxi, an old progressive region, to get the line together loaded with battling soul and desire. Stunned by the fruitlessness of the land, they needed to work on something for individuals in the old locale. Zhao Yu and simulated intelligence Feng began a change try that broke the large pot of rice and carried out contracted creation to families. Li Zhe was sorrowful for the absence of clinical treatment and medication for the nearby ranchers and could bear the enduring of the sickness. Huge number of activities were performed. Banxia was deadened because of wounds to cows in the salvage group. They really incorporated their lives into the neighborhood, won the trust and love of the individual locals. Toward the finish of the 1970s, the informed youth got back to the city, the school placement test continued, and they began another life. In the wake of moving on from Tsinghua College, Zhao Yu entered a significant public foundation to partake in the examination of financial framework change. Li Zhe learned at Harvard to read up for a doctorate in clinical science, profession, ties and turned into an essayist. This is a sensible show, since it is just spread on the web. On the off chance that Zhao Liying assumes the part, she ought to play the courageous woman Zhao Yu. Be that as it may, for Zhao Liying in the change period, this sort of subject is still entirely reasonable for job fit, and it can more readily mirror her acting abilities. Subsequently, Banxia is the ideal start for Zhao Liying. Perhaps Zhao Yu will be the apex of Zhao Liying. Since Zhao Liying's change, 3 dramatizations in 2 years, each with its own qualities, have a decent standing and fame. Shen Yu in the television series Who is the Killer, He Zingfu in Satisfaction to Large Number of Families, and Banxia and The Breeze Blows Penelia play various parts and attributes. However, Zhao Liying's grip of the jobs and the picture of the characters are unique. The understandings are awesome. This shows that Zhao Liying's acting abilities are developing consistently, turning out to be increasingly experienced, and her exhibition is more regular. Banxia has previously stunned everybody, except for Zhao Liying. This is just the start of her change, and the sensible show Jiao might be her zenith. Above all else, Jiao is recorded in the 2023 CCTV film list, showing the upsides of the transmission stage. Besides, reality-themed shows are exceptionally famous as of now. The current year's CCTV's initial show The World is a Model, including reality-themed dramatizations. For example, Life is Quite Far Before It Was Communicated, which are at present exceptionally famous dramatizations. Once more, Zhao Liying's capacity to control the job is getting more grounded, and her acting abilities are more normal and mature. How about Zhao Liying break through herself, outperform Banxia, and accomplish the apex of work? 02. Wang Yibo, who has 40 million devotees, what 3 alerts would it be advisable for him to ring? Wang Yibo's cruiser detachment at last drove more than 40 million. In any case, notwithstanding this brilliant scene, Maya Ozu would have rather not extolled, however needed to ring 3 alerts. Why? The ups and downs. With a fanbase of 40 million, the internal diversion is a far-off pioneer. However, the more he remains at the top, the more individuals can see his back. This unavoidably prompts a lessening in the quantity of individual fans and the uncommonness of the people who can educate or illuminate him, and the individuals who can educate or edify him will gradually fall behind him. The higher Wang Yibo's situation, the more fit he is, the more desolate and separated he is bound to turn into. The higher the position, the more individuals will admire him. Assuming there are any imperfections in Wang Yibo's body, they will undoubtedly be seen and, surprisingly, uncovered without leniency, to pull him down. In this way, the more cautious he is with his words, the more he should be. It's hard not to have a red eye, as has been said since old times, so talk-mongering, manufacturers and build-outs will come like mists. Very much like a couple of days prior, Wang Yibo was shooting a film in Hengdian, however was accounted for to accomplish something unlawful. The individuals who are pleased with others will be shallow, and the people who suspect others of being dishonorable will be disgusting. That is the thing they say. Thus, it is actually the case that the view from high up is wonderful, yet the virus wind and downpour from high up are additionally more hopeless. Continuously be cautious, with the goal that you can walk consistently and far. Brought into the world in distress and kicking the bucket in harmony and satisfaction. Mencius idea of stress and enduring is still alive today, as distress and experiencing empower individuals to get by and create, while solace and satisfaction make individuals shrivel and bite the dust. A great many people can remain conscious in difficulty and misfortune, and battle through depressed spots of affliction, yet whenever they have accomplished popularity and fortune and got back, blossoms and praise, distinction, fortune and enticement will gradually erode one's venturesome soul like toxin, and when one is happy with business as usual or has a lot to gain by trying, one is ill-fated to lose all that and have not any more opportunity of endurance. History is loaded with instances of this, like the renowned annihilation of Wu by Gao Jian. The ruler of Wu, Fuqi, crushed the lord of Yu, constraining him to turn into a slave, while Gao Jian at last recuperated his realm, and the excessive Fuqi had to commit suicide. All things considered, savage ethicalness prompts route toward one side of the range, long pride. At 13 years old, Wang Yibo was perspiring in a cellar in a far-off country, and after over a decade of difficulties, he has moved gradually up from the base. His valid and unadulterated nature, his will to work on his abilities and his soul to do his absolute best to his fantasies have made him a triumphant contacted endless individuals. Yet, 40 million, all things considered, is certainly not a little prize, it is the level that many individuals long for, a substantial name of progress. At such a period, is it better to lie on the past legitimacy book to rest and gloat, or is it better to resemble Madame Curie, who gave her little girl her decoration as a toy, dealing with distinction and fortune like soil, while as yet having an unassuming and calm nature, with the drive and tirelessness to start from the very beginning once more? This, spectators reserve no privilege to settle on a decision for Coolidge, the decision is his, and the future street is just at his feet. Water can convey a boat along with topple it. The 40 million fans are the consequence of individually, similar to a stream of water. Among them, there are the individuals who will be face canines, who are drawn in by Wang Yibo's furious face, the people who like games, who are drawn in by Wang Yibo's advanced games cells, the people who are drawn in by Wang Yibo's screen symbol or a melody or even a look or a signal, and the people who are moved by Wang Yibo's temperance, independence and impressive skill. Be that as it may, anything that the explanation, the connection among superstars and their fans resembles a magnet in iron filings. When the attraction is gone, the little iron filings that were accumulated around them will tumble off and afterward hurry to the following magnet with a solid pole. In this way, as Wang Yibo says, his fans are simply individuals who can go with him on his excursion. The best way to keep the passers-by from dispersing to the four corners of the world, or even from backtracking, is for the star himself to continuously have sufficient appeal and allure. In any case, an instance of those appreciate extraordinary distinction without substance will be in a tough situation. All things considered, even a 3-year-old comprehends that water can convey a boat along with upset it. Thus, as a little devotee of Wang Yibo, I don't have anything to praise him on turning into a commendable top star, so I can compose this little article with 1,000 words to show my commitment. At long last, I might want to give 3 of my number 1 statements from Zhang Guifan to Qugay. At 25 years of age, Wang Yibo, I trust that when you turn 52, I can in any case think of you a salutary paper.